God, we're back. Hello, chat. Hello, players. I have the wrong fucking mic on. I'm gonna throw myself. Hello. How is everybody? They can't hear me. Hello, how is everybody?
Much good.
Much
You're very
good?
clear now. That was crazy. I didn't realize how
Oh
how
yeah, no,
different the
my
mic was.
my head's my headset mic is very different. Oh man. So it's been 1 week, but for your player or the players, but for their characters, it's been 3 years.
3 whole years.
Tree whole year. Over the course of that time, um, do I have the music muted right now? I do. So over the course of the last 3 years, the Drow army has pushed and pushed and pushed. At one point, the line reached the White Snake River. Huaidong, Panshang, Dongzhou, and Tokita were all taken. All the major cities there were taken. But slowly, over the course of the last 3 years, you guys were able to push and then rapidly push again to the point that you are past the Restless Channel. Allow me to save changes. This is where the line is now. Madeko now lies in ruins. But you guys have recaptured the rest, as well as taken Erlva, Diker, Brigania, Shadra, Talva, and Zilra, and Griana, as well as reclaimed the ruins of Nakashitari, the place where the capital used to rest before Ernoth took over. During the first year, actually over the last 3 years, Sylvie has been completely MIA, according to the rest of you. If I got this correct, year one, BunBun, you spent it in Maling, taking care of Silvo and Koiz, and Koiz was in a coma. Nizana, you spent your time with Cyril and Theodos on the front line, as well as with Tem. Tem took off and met a dragon god, got stuck in between a fight with that. That was great.
Well, simple stuff.
Simple stuff. After that, Tem spent the next 2 years shadowing Cyril. Where Cyril went, he went, and assisted him in holding the line as long as they could, while Nizana went to Calavan. And what did you do in Calavan, Basil?
So, in Calavan, Theodos and I were attempting to gain the trust and assistance of the Snow Elves there, so that they would hopefully send reinforcements down to Runeas to help us push the line back. We spent a good, I believe it was a total of a year. It could have just been 6 months, but I decided to stay after that. Um, During that first 6 months, uh, Nizana was absolutely fucking hated by everyone there. Um, Very much what she expected to happen in Runeas happened in Calavan. And to the point where there was an assassination attempt on her life. Um, and her response was to, after subduing the would be assassin, tie him up and sit down and talk to him. Be like, so, what's your body count? How many drow have you killed? I'm at like 76, I think. Friggin' just shooting the shit with him. Uh, and come daybreak, when the actual authorities were notified and everything, um, she said, "Oh, it's just a nighttime visit. His only crime was trespassing. Maybe give him a slap on the wrist, something to that effect." Um, and honestly, I'm not willing to press charges. uh, all that shit. Basically, was just like, I don't give a shit. I'm a drow. Of course, you were trying to kill me. I want you guys to be doing that. Um, got an audience with the king. Eventually, was very respectful, and made her request. Request was granted. At which point, uh, she helped. She spent the next 6 months helping to actually get things ready to go down there. Uh, because Nizana saw this as an opportunity, probably the only opportunity that the Drow were ever going to get to have some relatively reasonable um communication with their snow elven cousins. So, yeah.
Well, it sounds like all that went very well then.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm liking this line, so
So, after Nizana returns with Theodos and an army of fucking snow elves, you guys push the line all the way over here. Let's see. Tem, you would be somewhere around in this area, and Nizana, you're somewhere over here. BunBun, during the second year, before Nizana returned with the army of Drow, or not Drow, the army of Snow Elves, you were on the front lines. You spent most of it there. You helped to save as many people as you could. While Tem was out fighting, you were trying to save lives. You also were part of the crew that went to, my brain, to find as many of the bodies of your fallen friends in Mudeko as you could. You also, after the line was pushed, went to Brigania with your friend Koiz, who um, spilled to you the beans of his backstory finally. So what are you doing now, right now, as we kind of fade back into Runeas? Gronus?
I'm thinking. I don't know.
Oh, it's okay. Take your time.
I really don't know what I'm doing. What BunBun be doing at this point?
Okay. Give me just a second. I'm gonna play with this for a moment. How do I sound right now?
You sound fine. Sound clear.
Pretty good.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna hope that works because I can see my mic lighting up on OBS. So I just hope that whatever I just did helped it. In the meantime, let's see. Sylvie. Well, your friends are battling in Runeas. You were also on your own front line. As after the night in Mudeko, you were taken back to the Southern Islands, where the Drow's navy attacked. You fought them off for an entire year before they finally started to run out of resources to throw at you and kind of gave up. You took that opportunity to go gallivanting across Runeas and Vardrin to go search out and collect magical artifacts and spells and various other things,
Mm-hmm.
in hopes that someday you can return to the front line with much more magical power than you had before.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, this is not working out the way that I thought it would, so I'm just gonna take it off, and if there's a little bit of background noise, I don't care anymore. Which is weird because my tell us what happened over the last year.
Me?
Yes.
So for the first year, a lot of it was Sylvie going around and, like she said, finding magical artifacts and stuff like that. She met with Shabella and collected one of the maps that she was interested in before, but didn't have time because she was on a mission and stuff like that. And so she grabbed one of those maps and she went on it. She found a relic and guarded by like a massive rose monster and easily tricked it
Did I
and
give you
then
that?
stole the relic.
I don't think I gave you that, so give me just a second. Keep talking.
Um, was the was my whole eye thing the same year?
By this point, yes, you've had that happen, yes.
So then, when she was helping fight off against the Navy, right? It was the Navy.
Mm-hmm.
When she was helping fight off against the Navy, if you were here for last episode, um, the same mage that like fireballed us before, one of those three drow, was there. Me and Ginger.
The triad.
The triad. That's what it
Yes.
was called. But me and Ginger held them off. But in the end, I got scarred, and she got scarred. The mage from the triad.
Mm.
So as you could see on the PNG, Vern very kindly edited it for me. I now have really pale eyes and like dark grayish scars around my eyes. And I now wear glasses because I need glasses to see, or else they don't work. My eyes just don't work.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
So when we return to Runeas, I just hit my elbow.
Damn,
Rip.
brother.
Tem, did you want to elaborate on anything that happened in the time skip? Anything you want to go over?
Not really. He kind of just shadowed people.
Yeah. Okay. BunBun, anything else? Or are we good? We're just gonna go. I will take that as a no. Alrighty. So Sylvie, where are you right now?
This is year 3.
Yes.
Year 3.
We're at the end of year 3.
At the end of year 3. At the end of year
End of year
3,
3.
I am at a farm with my dad.
Mhm.
And I am living a somewhat peaceful life for the moment because I just came back from a trip talking to the Adventurers Guild and the people there on how I could help. And right now, Like, do you want me to like explain this exact moment or like just where she is?
Yeah, this exact moment. Like, what are you doing?
Right now, she is in the house, um, washing dishes because even though she is a very refined woman, her goblin kind of comes out when she's with her dad, so she kind of makes a mess. But she's good enough to clean it.
Perfect. So, as you're not sitting there, as you're standing there, you know, washing the dishes, just trying to be normal. Your pappy, he's sitting in his rocking chair, smoking his pipe. He's got his graying beard and hair. Sylvie, come here.
Yes.
Sylvie. He like adjusts his glasses to make sure he's looking at the right kid. I knows you're not doing well, but you know I loves ya.
Very warm, happy smile grows on her face. I love you too, Dad. I'm happy to see that you're doing so well. I'm happy that I got the chance to come visit.
Craig is happy too.
Mm-hmm.
He like coughs out a bit of smoke.
I'll pat him on the back a little bit. You should probably stop smoking. It's not very good for you.
Goblin don't live long. Make most of it.
Mm,
You know that.
yeah.
You're a smart goblin. He reaches over and gently pats your head, like ruffles your hair a little bit like he used to do when you were little. I knows you do a lots. Did a lots. And he reaches into his coat. And he pulls out paper and says, "A letter came for you today."
Hmm? Oh, I'll take it and take a glance at it. Look through it.
On the front of the letter, imprinted into the paper, is a silver rose.
Ooh, okay. Well, this seems pretty important. I'll open it and take a read.
Dear Miss Sylvie, I hope this letter finds you well. The forces of the rising tide and the army from Calavan have made exceptional progress in the effort to push the line. I write this letter to inform you we're going to be making a push for the capital soon. If you wish to return to aid us, we would be grateful, but no one else knows what I know. And then, with love, Daniel Fertel.
Uh, Sylvie looks a bit nervous now, but she takes a gulp and says, "Huh? Looks like I gotta go back to work, Dad."
He looks at you and says, "You heading back?"
It seems that they're gonna do a major push that can change the whole war as we know it. And like I've been working for this whole time, I need to be there for that.
He takes a big inhale of his pipe. you know, and he like taps his pipe to knock some of the ashes out into the tray and says, "No matter what, I'm always proud of you, Sylvie. If you want to
Mm.
stay, you can stay."
Thank you. Don't worry, once I'm done with this, I'll come back and I'll stay for as long as possible.
And he smiles and says, "I know.
Mhm.
Come here, give your papa a hug."
He gets 2 hugs. 2 big ol' hugs from
Big ol'
both
hugs.
copies.
Oh, big. Oh, damn.
The
So.
copy is always around.
Oh, that makes sense. So you give your Papa Crag a big 2 big hugs,
Hmm.
and he packs you a lunch and walks you outside and says, "Well," he leans on his cane, "we're gonna miss you."
Thank you. I already miss you, as there's a massive now what portal behind her
Oh yeah,
of like starry, like it's like a starry like rip in space, and like inside is like a galaxy.
goddamn.
Her love of stars really influences a lot of her magic.
We love that here. We love some flavor.
And so with that, she grabs her own hand, the copy of her hand, and both of them fall back in, and while
Alrighty.
waving off their dad.
So during this moment, Tem, Nizana, you both are standing in the war room with Cyril and Karaki. Actually, by this point, you've already seen, Nizana, that Karaki has a prosthesis now.
Ooh.
When you guys last saw her in Mudeko, she had both her arms, and then after that, she lost half of her left arm, her shield arm. It was crushed. But but you went to Calaven and then came back, and now she has a prosthetic. If you
Dope.
ask her, BunBun made it.
Dope.
So
Excuse
the
me.
4 of you, actually, the dove and the owl are back now finally because they were missing for 2 years.
Woo.
For
Oh,
5 of
yeah.
you, 6 of you, excuse me, are standing around the war table, contemplating your next moves. Cyril is looking over the map of Abaza, the next city you guys will be taking, hopefully. If we... He, like, moves a little token that he's using for you guys. If we took the north side and brought in the army from the south side to pincer, do you think that would work? Karaki shakes her head. No, it wouldn't work. They're too fortified on all sides.
Could I roll a society check on Abaza?
You can.
Okay, I think. Sorry, one moment.
They can't hear me, but
Here we go.
that moment when your players do
Would
something,
know your own trigger off of this? Let me post it. Just in case I roll really bad, it just means I get a regular failure rather than a crit fail.
the players can't hear me right now, but that is exactly what I wanted her to do. I'm very happy right now. No idea. Ugh. You're using know your own?
Yeah, if that's okay.
Perfect. Go ahead.
Okay, so where's society at? There's society. Private roll. Right.
Perfect. Thank you. You know, from all the reports and everything else, that Abaza is where your sister, Byerton, is located. She is the, I guess, mayor, air quotes, the governor, air quotes, of Abaza. She's the one that, your cousin, appointed to it. You know,
Gotcha.
by looking at this map, just how they work, how the city is structured, and it looks like there is a fort that they're using over on the side that seems a bit inconspicuous. Inconspicuous? Is that the word? I don't know. Basically, you're pretty certain.
Inconspicuous would be.
Inconspicuous, yeah.
Yeah. That would mean that it's well hidden. But I'm pretty certain what?
You're pretty sure that that is interesting. That's probably where Byerton's estate, air quotes, is.
Okay. And by the side, did you mean like the east side, west side, what side?
East side.
Okay. Um.
Sorry, also fighting bots in Discord.
Then.
Gotta nuke them from orbit.
Oh shit. You got it. I will say. Karaki's right. Byerton has a lot of experience setting up defensive lines. But she is the one organizing this front. If we can send a small strike team, manage to infiltrate her estate on the east side, take her out. Without the command structure, or without the pinnacle of the command structure, the rest, they're not going to have the means or the talent to maintain this line. It takes lots of micromanaging, lots of proper doling out of supplies. Her lieutenants aren't bright enough to maintain it.
So
Give
then,
it a week, or hell, make it a surprise strike, we'd be able to break through.
well, Cyril holds his chin. If that's where you're sure she's at, I do have a team in
She
mind to
wouldn't.
go in.
I kind of chuckle, like my sister would never dare and would never deign to rest in a fortified structure within the center of town. No, no, she needs opulence. Somewhere that we wouldn't expect her to be, but somewhere she can live comfortably. She's there. I'm sure. I'm sure of it.
Cyril gives you a smirk. And Tam, you know that smirk. Cyril's getting heated up. Alright then. You know, I have a wonderful team that can go in ahead, but he's gonna look at Tam, look at Aiyana, and say, would be interesting to see you all on the battlefield again.
I raise an eyebrow. And like you can actually, I'm trying my best to hide it, but uh, even with my best, like if I were to roll a fucking natural 20 on a deception roll right now, you would still see my left hand clutched into a fist and shaking. Um, don't tease me with this.
I'm not teasing.
Yeah.
Trust me, I'm good at teasing. I'm not teasing. And he looks at Tem and says, "Why don't you do me a favor? Would you go fetch that the doctor friend of yours, BunBun? Yes."
Um, he nods and then like scurries out.
In the
Wait,
meantime,
like, sorry.
He
Continue.
takes a seat, pulls out some paper, and starts writing. Karaki says, "Oh, you're not setting those three in, are you?" He just giggles to himself and says, "Absolutely, I am."
Those three?
I assume, Nizana, you're going to look over his shoulder.
Yeah, probably.
He is sending a missive to a team called the Shadowrunners, asking them to go ahead with infiltrating this sector, and specifically that manor/fort. And then he flicks it off with magic, and it goes off. Alright, I should hear back from them in 2-3 business days.
Strictly business days? I didn't realize we got days off in this war.
He pats you on the shoulder. You don't.
Fail.
What'd you fucking say? What'd you say, Salty?
Damn.
I didn't even hear what Vern said. I heard he pats you on the shoulder.
Oh, I said he pats you on the shoulder and says, "You don't." All right.
She actually, hold on. I'm so sorry. She would laugh first and then say, "What are you talking about?" You like, I have a job I love. I never work a day in my life.
Karaki just starts cackling over to the side. Meanwhile, Tem. You know that BunBun is somewhere in the camp, probably in the medical area.
He rushes over there.
Alrighty. And how does that go? How do you think you have the medical tent set up, BunBun?
Wait, how do I have the medical tent set up?
Yeah.
I mean,
Is it chaotic in there, or do you think everything's kind of tame at the moment?
Should be rather tame.
And where do you think you're stationed at? Towards the front, the back?
Probably towards the back.
Okay. You enter the big medical tent, Tem. You pass by a few cots, curtains, and nurses walking around, making sure people are comfortable and safe. When you bump into a friendly face you haven't seen in a little while. Oh, Tem! You hear Nurse Telena from the old fort. Or not old fort, from the old base. And she smiles at you and says, "Oh, it's good to see you today, sweetie. How are you doing? What are you doing here?"
Hem like blinks for a second, and then like nods as if like confirming something to himself. Smiles at them and says, "It's always good to see you." And
You
like
can
as if
make me
that's
blush,
like,
sweetie.
he then smiles wide. "I'm looking for BunBun."
Dr. BunBun. She looks around, like peeks over a curtain or two. She's back at her desk. Come on. And she leads you along, weaving through cots and other things. A couple people wave to you and smile. Before you finally reach BunBun's area, BunBun, what are you doing right now?
Probably just making potions, make medicine.
Making potions. Okay. You catch BunBun in the middle of her work. She like has her glasses up on her face, her gloves on. She's like leaned in really close, making sure she gets just the right amount of measurements. What do you do?
Tem steps up and just like watches for a second, and then probably moves closer than someone should to talk to somebody, but personal space isn't a thing that's covered. And then just like, you're needed with Cyril and Aiyana.
Oh, hey Tim. Yeah, okay. I'll just lead the way. She'll stop what she's doing, get up, and follow Tim.
All right. Tim, do you see anything while you guys are walking? You guys really haven't spent much time together over the last 3 years.
He probably like prods on what she was just doing and what she's been just doing this. He basically tries to get her to talk about what she's been doing for the last 3 years.
Well, I was in Maling for my first year after what happened, taking care of Koi's and Solvo for the time. And then eventually I head back to it was Dajiang, right? That's where the clinic is. I keep forgetting. I keep mixing up Tokita and Dajiang.
Dongju.
Yeah, Dongju.
Yep. It was Dongju. That's
Yeah.
where you were.
And then I spent some time in Dongju where I was helping, I guess, most of the injured from the fighting, along with giving Kraki another arm. And then I helped with excavating Madeko and giving people the proper burial.
Tem looks shocked and happy. Happy that she actually told them what happened. But shocked because all I did was follow a dude around for 3 years. BunBun's done so much. He's just probably. That talk probably takes most of the time to back to the tent.
As you guys are walking back, you turn a corner and bump into somebody who stumbles a bit and uses their cane to catch themselves. Sorry, I didn't mean to. And you look over, and the sweet boy you used to know is a little more grown up and a little more tired looking indeed.
My boy.
As Koiz looks up at you. Oh, Tem.
Tem's like ears like twitch as he tilts his head. Boys?
He chuckles and smiles as a little hummingbird shows up next to him. Tem, it's good to see you.
He probably still just stares for like a hot minute.
Tem, it's not polite to stare.
Huh? Right, I was told that. It is good to see you again.
Salty, I made that same connection literally at 2 a.m. this morning, and I was like, oh, fuck, I didn't mean to do this.
I
saw the jacket and I was like, oh, fuck.
I was gonna say, it's like you said his cane. I'm like, oh, please tell me he looks like B minus.
He looks
all
like
the
me.
tattoos.
Like no, the problem is like I designed his time skip like after I found the picture and I edited it and everything, and I like put together like he has a book under his arm, he has a cane that he's using, and then I stopped and I was like, oh
Foot
fuck,
and cane in a sleeveless
God
leather jacket.
damn
Oh my
it.
god.
What have I done? Yeah, he's wearing like dark pants, a vest, he's a tank top under it. He like pushes his hair back, and now that he's wearing like less clothes than you remember, You can see all the scars along his body that like radiate void energy.
This is not the time to have that talk.
Koiza like adjusts the tome under his arm and leans on his cane and says, where are you guys going? I didn't mean to get in the way."
I'm bringing BunBun to talk to Cyril and Aiyana.
Oh, I don't think I'm using the right voice for Koiza. Let me. Hmm. Um, he like kind of looks embarrassed. Koiz wants to know if he can join. Yes. He like tries to grab her out of the air, and she like dodges him.
Please.
I was
Even
told
though
to get BunBun.
that's true, but he never said that you couldn't bring anybody else.
Tem like tilts his head a little and then reaches into his bag and pulls out a small book as he quickly goes through it.
Oh, jeez.
This takes like a whole minute. So like BunBun wants to say anything or Koi's is gonna say anything. They have the time.
While he's scrolling through it, or flipping through it, Koi's gonna look at BunBun and say, "Doctor, it's good to see you this morning. Did you finish the project you were working on last week?"
Hmm?
It's just he's just trying really hard to make general conversation. Like you've hung out with Koi's like most of the last 3 years.
Everything's been good.
Good. That's good. He like pats his leg, like kind of waiting for Tem.
The book kind of like abruptly snaps closed. He looks up, beaming. Come on, let's go.
He blinks a few times, like, oh, okay.
He goes to lead them both.
All right, you lead them both back to the war room. Where Nizana, what are you strangling Cyril right now, or not yet?
No. I mean, why would I? Oh, well, yeah. There is the why would I. Has Tem said anything remotely flirtatious to Nizana or in Nizana's presence?
Probably
Not
not yet.
yet.
Just tee it up,
Not yet.
fam. I got you.
Then I have no reason to strangle Cyril yet.
Yet.
Yeah. No, I would probably uh I would probably have said something to the effect of, so that group you're calling in, I definitely know them. Like, you're not
Oh, do
hiding it
you?
very well.
He just smirks at you and says, "Oh yeah, who is it? Tell me, tell me."
3 people that Karaki is a little upset to hear are coming in, called the Shadow Runners. Come on. There is a duo of very skilled stealth assassins who are being led by a far more experienced, far more skilled stealth assassin.
Oh man, am I that
Like,
obvious? He like rubs the back of his head.
obscenely. Obscenely. Like, I've been meaning to say this, but the mask really doesn't do enough alone, so like that kind of shows everything else.
I think the dove would pipe up, and say, "No, your poker face is quite the worst, Cyril." As he like holds his chest, like, "You wound me."
And I think like that conversation would be when uh they enter the tent and I turn and see both BunBun and Koi's. If BunBun's been in camp, I've probably seen her before at this
Maybe a
point,
few
right? Or have I
times,
been too
yeah.
busy?
You've probably seen her like once or twice.
Okay,
She's been very focused on her work, and you spent most of your time being part of the war circle now.
cool. So the last like the first time that I saw her in camp, I would have like tackle hugged her for a few seconds and be like, "I'm so sorry, I have to get back to work. I'm sure you do too. I miss you. I love you. See you later." Um,
Tackle.
and uh, at the moment they have more time, so she sees those two eyes light up, run, tackle both of them to the ground.
As Koi's like screeches out like ah.
I missed you both so much. Oh my gosh! I know I saw you like last week, BunBun, but I'm so happy to see you again. Koiz, I haven't seen you in years. Ah!
His eyes are spinning. BunBun, do you say anything?
Oh no.
It's good to see you again.
Oh, it's so good to see you guys again. I had to go. I had to go to Calvin, and it was scary, and they were trying to kill me, and I talked to an assassin.
Koi's like slowly sits up, rubbing his head. Like, you talked to an assassin?
Oh yeah, he was cool once we actually talked, but like, man, he was scary before that.
I imagine the two of you just like BunBun and Koi's just staring flabbergasted at Aiyana.
Yeah. She's
Oh,
gonna
man.
lean over to Koiz and goes like,
Yeah.
"I'm surprised she hasn't noticed you speaking a lot more easily now."
I mean, I think it's fine.
She hear like her perception is massive. By the way, she's a ranger, so like I think she would actually hear that, especially if she's right next to you.
Yeah, fair
If
enough.
that's okay, DM.
Yeah, go ahead. That's fine.
Um,
As they're like mumbling to each other.
Yeah.
Like, they're not really trying to
You're
hide
right.
it.
Yeah.
Wait, oh my god, you're right. Like, Koiz, you have your voice back. And like much
Well, I
much
mean,
stronger, like tighter hug on Koiz specifically.
Koi's face is red. Everyone can see it.
I'm
Everyone
so
but Nizana,
proud
I
of
mean.
you. Yep.
I mean, it better. It's still, as he like coughs. 2
Oh,
years of
right.
practice.
Sorry. Yeah. She pulls back. It probably doesn't help if I'm squeezing the air out of your lungs. I'm sorry. Um,
As he's like starts stuttering, his face is red, his eyes are spinning, like the whole anime like flustered thing.
oh, okay.
So shall we
She's
get
gonna
on with?
stand up and like reach out a hand to help them back to their feet.
I'm
Oh,
gonna take
so
it and
happy
get
to
up.
see you too.
That's
Ye-
nice to see you too.
Koiz will
Um,
take it after BunBun is up and like lean on his cane to help get him up.
ye- uh, as far as like obviously Nizana's like words have changed and her general demeanor has changed and especially her body language has changed. Where before she was like, trying to hide as much of herself as she could, make herself like, not the center of attention, unless she really had to, like she was in the middle of the fight and trying to command. Um, she is currently like uh if she wasn't on a war front, she would be wearing the most bubbly pink outfit you could possibly imagine. Like her behavior screams like girly girl. Um Freaking dere like to the nines.
Somehow, Koiz's face is even redder. I didn't think it was possible.
What 3 years of war does to a motherfucker.
2 years,
For real.
technically, for him.
Uh,
Which he did kind of mention. It's like 2 years of
Yeah.
speech therapy helps.
Oh, I was talking about Iona.
Oh, that too, yeah. 3 years will turn you into a bubbly little
That too.
girl.
For real. There is a spectrum of girlhood, and it ranges from Hello Kitty to Eldritch Abomination.
That's true. That's true.
Maybe.
That's just facts.
Yeah. So she, helps them back to their feet and turns back, walks back towards the table, like, go ahead, have a seat. Oh. Okay, wait, what were we talking about? I'm sorry, I got distracted.
Not Koiz. Cyril is just grinning to himself, like not even trying to hide it. Well, we were discussing the invasion of Abaza, but I mean, if you have other things you need to do, Miss Nizana.
I mean, well, I already said hi, and I already should I hug them again? Was that not enough? Am I not appreciating my friends enough?
You could tackle Tem to the ground too.
Turns, tackles Ten to the ground.
Oh, wasn't expecting it.
Ah, I forgot how hot you are. Physically, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I think
said that
Cyril
right.
just starts cackling again.
like with the she's like, you know, flinching and like pulling herself off, like ow, ow.
Koiz steps over with his cane and says, Are you okay? Did you burn yourself?
No, I'm fine. It's just the sensation. Tem's powers have been getting a lot stronger, and when that happens, so does the pain.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. And he offers his hand to you, Tem, to help you back up.
He goes to reach, and then like takes a deep breath, and then holds his hand. It's warm, but it's not like blistering warm.
You've gotten better at controlling it too. It's
Yes,
nice to see.
Tem can throw a sun.
Wait, what?
He can. I forgot about that. Oh man, I only saw it once, but it was awesome.
I didn't mean to.
Very good.
But you did it.
Yeah.
That God. That was fucking hilarious. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Koiz smiles at you. Like, okay, listen, I laughed so hard, my brain rewired itself. I don't even remember what I was laughing about. Genuinely. What just happened?
They brought up Tem getting stronger, and Tem said, "Yeah, I can throw a sun."
Right, okay, yes. My God, I don't know what you put in my tea today, but goddamn. So, Koiz smiles and says, "That's good to hear. That's really good to hear." He looks nervous.
So, invasion plan.
Invasion plan.
Not invasion plan? Infiltration plan. Tem knows words.
Tem does know words, Cyril says. So, as Nizana was suggesting, we're going to send in a small team to go ahead and infiltrate, and he points here. So hopefully we can get a better understanding of what's inside before we send... excuse me. Wrong character. He looks at the four of you and says, I'll be sending you in. As long as you guys are okay to work as a team together again.
I'm fine with it, if everyone else is.
Any place with BunBun and Nizana, Tem would love to be. He looks at Koiz. I'm very happy Koiz is here as well.
Koiz is a little confused on why Tem is talking like that.
Tem checks the book again.
Nizana turns and like raises an eyebrow too, like very confused. Before turning back. Well, it would be nice for Smoke and Mirrors to have a reunion.
It has been 3 years.
Well, almost.
Then we go find
a
Sylvie.
full reunion.
Sylvie. Speaking of Sylvie, where did you pop out at?
Right behind Tim.
She can't do that.
I must say, so where exactly is this happening at? Their whole meeting? Because it's happening over...
This meeting is happening at Akaru base.
They're getting all over there.
They're getting ready to push Abaza.
Gotcha. I would probably, not gonna lie, I would probably show back up at, probably show back up either at Penchang or the ruins of Mudeko.
Oh no.
Yeah, the letter didn't exactly tell her where to go.
Well, yeah. No, it would have had instructions on where to go.
Oh, did it? Okay, then I
Yeah.
would teleport to
You would.
there.
You probably would have teleported, like, because you don't know exactly where it's at. You probably would have teleported, like, somewhere just outside of a cargo base.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd teleport somewhere out there because I've been around that area at least. So
You step out of your portal to see grassy fields with flowers all around you. You look to your left, you look to your right. You see the smoke from fires in the general direction of where you think the letter is saying to go.
oh, okay then.
Do you go towards it?
Yes.
All right. The closer you get, the more you realize, thankfully, that it's a camp. A war camp.
Ooh. Let's say, do I recognize like Tagule?
Yeah, you do. You see Tagule
Okay.
warriors all around.
Okay. Said to meet it there. Did it say who the message was from, by the way? The letter?
It did. It was from Danrel Fairtel.
Danrel.
Yep.
That's
He
right.
said, with love, Danrel Fairtel. As the silver rose is the symbol of his
Yep.
house.
I would approach with my hands up in case they feel like being violent against a goblin.
A couple of people look to you, pull their spears and say, "Whoa, whoa, 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 who are you?"
My name is Sylvie Coppers. I'm here to assist in the war front.
They look at each other. It's not the weirdest thing a goblin coming to help. I mean, there are two drow walking around. Oh, fair enough.
There is two goblins that look exactly the same, standing side by side.
They mumble to each other. Should we ask somebody? I think we should ask somebody. I don't want to lose my job or my position.
Go ahead. You can
They
ask
look at
someone.
they like stiffen up because you heard them, and then they're like, you wait right there.
Okay.
And about
Proceeds to play patty cake with my own double.
about that time is when Tem mentioned Sylvie, and there's a knock at the door.
Cam probably very obediently gets up, turns around, and goes to check it. As this is apparently my job now, as he has decided now.
Oh, okay then. You open the door, and standing there is one of the Tagule soldiers, and says, hi, I don't mean to interrupt. Oh, you're not interrupting. Cyril waves his hand. The guy looks at you, Tom, and says, there's, we have a... Can I just show you?
Okay. Tem turns and goes, Tem will be back. And goes to like close the door and then stops, mumbles something, reopens the door, goes, don't miss Tem too much, and then closes the door, looks proud at the guard and goes, okay, let's go.
Koi's like
Oh,
narrows his
man.
eyes and says, that is a bit odd
The
of
fuck
him to
is this
say.
guy?
That's yeah. What Nizana is like looking, and You know, like the freaking gif of the guy like staring into space as numbers float around him as he's like doing math. That happens for Nizana for a few seconds. Then her eyes widen. Cyril, do you have any next of kin?
Cyril is looking away, like kind of trying to be innocent, like, no.
Good. And she's going to reach for his throat.
As you like tackle him like over the table, he screeches like,
Ah!
Fucking dare you! Like, just
Koi's
shouting.
is panicking, sweating, like, wait, Nizana, we still need him. Meanwhile, Tem, you are led to the edge of camp where they have their have their guns trained on two little goblins who are playing patty cake in the middle of the street. Not street, the middle of the path.
If the
Fun
guy
wild
was in
child.
front of Tem, Tem like quickly like shifts past the guy and breaks into a full sprint towards the gate.
What?
Whoa, Tem, wait, please.
When he gets there, he just like gets to a stop in front of Sylvie and then smiles and goes, "Sylvie, you're back."
What? Oh my god. The both fucking Sylvies are saying the same thing. Is that Tim?
He looks at one. Do they look exactly the same?
They're exactly the same.
Fuck. Tem looks at one and goes, "Yes, it is," and then looks at the other one. "You're Sylvie, right?" I have to address both
Yes.
of them, apparently.
They both say yes.
Great. We were just talking about you. Come on.
They would follow you before they do, give you a hug. Happy to see you, because it's been years.
Yes.
Both of them do, from both sides.
It's nice. It's really warm.
Good. I have heat resistance. I don't care.
Oh, good job.
So, the two of you return to Cyril on his back, being strangled by Nizana
Heyo.
on the table.
Yeah.
Oh.
Koi's is
real quick,
terrified,
sorry,
trying to
I
pull
know
her
exactly
off.
What words? I know exactly what words would be being shouted as Cyril's like, he told me he wanted to learn how to talk to women. Nizana says, all of his teammates are women, you dolt.
To make it worse, when they push open the door, Tem sees that, hears that, and then like does like the clearly thinking and crunching face, and then goes, I knew Nizana wanted to be on top. And then he looks at the book. Oh no, that one was listed as too far.
What the fuck?
Koi's is so red in the face, like, Tem, this is not the time.
I fucking throw Cyril against the wall, stand up, take a very deep breath, and turn to look at Tem with the most forced smile I can possibly muster.
His ears
Welcome
like
back, Tem. And
his ears twitch and his tails wag because he thinks he's gonna be praised for doing good. Now ruin it.
BunBun,
And then-
gonna... Oh, go.
No, BunBun, what do you do?
So
Sorry,
BunBun's gonna walk up to
BunBun's
Tem
go for it.
and put her hand out and goes, "Can I see that book?"
Okay. Tem hands her the book.
BunBun's gonna look at the book. What is it?
It's a lot of like, there's a lot of really solid like how to talk to people and get over anxiety notes, and then immediately after it's what turn a phrase means, and then a bunch of like examples and like things of like not bad, maybe too far. It ranges from moderately complimenting to outright you just really probably don't say this to people.
That is very Cyril.
It's all in Tem's handwriting though, because of course he takes diligent notes.
We're gonna have to
Anyway.
get you a better tutor. She hands the book back.
Oh,
Cyril was good. Cyril taught me
So-
many things.
I did. I taught him a lot of things.
too many. Too many. And as like it takes this long for Nizana to fully register that Sylvie is there.
Mhm.
At
Nice.
which point he blinks, genuinely smiles, and goes to tackle Sylvie, but tackles the wrong one, so she falls right through her.
No, it's a real body. You hugged the real.
Oh, it's a real
They're
body.
both.
Okay.
They're both real.
In that case, I tackle both of them. Like, they both are, like, on the ground with my arms around them, and I am squealing higher and louder than any of the times before.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Like, thank you so much!
One of them poofs out of existence.
Oh!
You just
It's
killed
okay.
Panicking.
Sylvie.
Was
You
that
just killed
important?
Sylvie.
Sorry, I couldn't concentrate with you hugging me that tight.
Oh,
Tem
I'm
points and
sorry.
like shrieks a little. Just like
I pull myself off of her, and
Oh my
uh,
god. Man.
I'm like, I just, I didn't know
It's-
where you
it's-
went. I was worried you might have. I didn't know what might have happened in the decos.
I'm sorry. It's like stretches. Still fucking horrified by your strength, as always.
Sylvie, you'd
Okay.
recognize two familiar faces when you enter. The owl and the dove are sitting there alongside Crocky, and Crocky has her robotic arm now.
Oh man.
Miss Sylvie, the dove stands up. It's a pleasure to see you again.
Hello. I'm surprised we have such a party in here. What's happening?
You arrived just in time.
Oh.
Way too in time, Zakar, says annoyed. He looks like he needs, 7 cups of coffee to deal with the shit that's going on right now. Major bags under his eyes, as always.
Did I learn how to make coffee? Let me see. I don't think I did.
If you gave him a cup of coffee right now, I think I would just give you, anything you
instant
wanted
favorite.
from him.
The instant favorite.
Yeah,
Instant
I didn't really-
favorite.
I kept looking at the coffee formula, and I went nah, it wouldn't be useful.
Shit.
I didn't grab it.
Well, now we
You
know
know
what you
what?
get at the next store.
Roll me crafting right now, and I'll tell you if you made him coffee or not.
All right, because there's
Also,
Before you
can I
came in
roll-
here. What?
Can I roll a society to recognize this blue-haired fuck?
Blue-haired fuck.
Cyril.
Cyril? You didn't ever meet him. That's right.
Well, I've definitely
You've
heard
of
Cyril.
him. You've heard
Boy,
of
have I
Cyril.
heard.
Oh, you've
Cyril
heard.
is actively one of Sylvie's favorite parts of Valentine's stories.
Yeah.
So
And yes, BunBun, you have a thermos with coffee in it.
She offers it to the.
Rolled a
which one is it?
natural 2 and
One's
still
done.
made coffee.
Sylvie, you wanna?
Ah.
You can re-roll that for free. Just re-roll that for free.
sure,
Well, that one.
it's the beginning. Don't worry. Oh my god,
4.
Good
Slightly better.
fucking god.
this is what I get for expecting things. This
This
is why
is what
all my
you fucking
spells
get.
include saving throws.
You know what?
'Cause
I'm
I'm
not
not expecting
even.
to hit
We're
anything.
just gonna pretend that didn't happen. You look at Cyril without his mask and everything. You take one really long look at him and say, "That's great."
Are you the pirate fucker?
The pirate. I mean,
I'm sorry, the what?
I've betted a lot of pirates. You gotta be more specific.
You're fucking Cyril, aren't you?
He just kind of smirks and leans forward are you a fan?
A
pulls
little
out a gun and
bit. I'm
shoots him.
more of a fan of your teammate. Because, I mean, she kind of hung out with me for a while. Valentine?
He is so sad that he isn't the favorite. He's like, my pride. Oh, but Valentine.
Mars
Yeah.
out there. I'm not someone's favorite.
You're someone's favorite, I promise.
You're someone's favorite, buddy.
Waves just like
Probably your fucking wife.
Wave gets like a
Let's be real.
smirk. Waves gets like a smirk, and somebody's like, "What? Why are you smiling?" He's like, "I don't know. Feels like a good day."
Like shit's
Zinni,
happening.
poor Zinni is just like trying to like care for one of their kids. Like, what the fuck do you mean it's a good day? Of course it's a good day. He's like, yes, ma'am.
Yes, bro.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Just
so
better than usual.
So, BunBun, you hand Zakar the coffee while all the other stuff is going on. Zakar looks at it, looks up at you, opens it, takes a nice long smell, and says, "Truly, I have been blessed this day." As he takes a really long drink from it. Thank you. As he like grovels at your feet, like, thank you for this gift.
Hands you a level 20 spell scroll.
I can't
Uh.
use it because I'm not a magic caster.
I just
God damn it.
I look at the room, look back at at Sylvie, and I'm just like, "Welcome to the head of the resistance. Yes, it is this chaotic all the time."
Oh man, I don't know. It was pretty chaotic before.
Good to see you,
Yeah,
Miss
that's
Sylvie.
true.
Sylvie looks over, doesn't recognize him.
Koiz is like
And-
looking at you shyly.
Is that Koiz?
I'm glad you remember me.
Oh my gosh,
No, he's made so much progress.
you grew up to be so different. Look at you, and you're talking so well.
I mean, Miss BunBun helped me with my speech therapy with the last 2 years. So
It's amazing. You've really matured. I'm so happy.
he just kind of blushes. Thank you. Koiz is the worst at talking to
Oh.
women.
Yeah.
I'm as proud that I have
Um.
surpassed him.
Oh yeah, by the way, I wanted to ask, did you guys see the edit that Vern did for Sylvie?
Oh, right. I forgot.
Oh yeah, her eyes are pale. She has these black scars around her eyes, and she has speckles.
Yeah.
Not speckles, spectacles.
Right. Nizana wouldn't ask about it right now because she's like, there's a story behind that, and it's probably tragic. This is fun. This is happy times. Let's keep it that way.
We're all
You would
scarred up.
also
Let's go.
You guys would also know BunBun has like bags under her eyes. Not like as heavy as Zakar's, but because the poor man never sleeps. But BunBun's starting to get there.
Yeah,
and
great.
Nizana has what Sylvie would recognize as wolf claws mark across her left eye. Her right eye, excuse me.
Yeah.
That was a fun
Looks
bar
like-
fight.
We've all been busy.
Oh, and Tem isn't lighting the room on fire anymore, so that's nice.
That's
Yeah,
also
Tem looks good for what?
nice.
Tem looks probably the best out of everybody right now.
Thank God.
It's just
But,
that new vocabulary he's got from Cyril now. Hmm?
Probably taught him how to dress suave like.
Oh yeah, no. Tem looks clean. That's for sure.
Man. Recognized only by the baby face.
Probably.
But Sylvie would reach into her pocket and pull out the letter. It says, "Well, I came here because I got a funny little message from Danro, telling me that things are looking like it's gonna be a push to take it all.
BunBun, you immediately see the silver rose on the letter, and yep, that's definitely Danril, and he is somewhere in camp that you are aware of.
Hey.
I don't know how
So
he found where I lived, but it works out.
it
mean-
wasn't easy. As the door
Yeah.
opens with Danril stepping in.
You. I don't know how you found the location of my dad's house. You're not allowed to go there unless I'm there.
He steps in, holds out a folder to the nearest person to him. Who is it?
Aiyana, because I just said yes.
All right, Nizana. He hands you a set of documents. Just delivering the
Mm.
morning paper as
Take them.
usual.
Yeah. I take them, and you guys will notice that due to both my expeditious search and glean contents feats, Nizana just like fucking pours through these papers over however thick they are over less than a minute, and it's like,
Oh man.
very comprehensive reports. We'll need these, and I put them on the table.
It's basically reports of like the outside of Abaza. Uh he's done scouting around the perimeter and stuff. And just it like basically solidifies your plan. And it's like, yeah, no, of course Nizana was right. She knows her people.
Mm.
Mm.
Yee.
Danril then looks at everybody and says, well, I'm glad my letter found you all right, Miss Sylvie.
Yeah, I did. Thank you.
Of course. And he looks at all of you, smiles, and even winks at BunBun before leaving.
Sylvie slowly turns over to BunBun with the smuggest face possible. I knew it. I know
What'd
what
you
you are.
What'd you say, BunBun?
I said I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't know what you're talking about. Nope, not at all.
Sam whispers to whoever's
Hey.
closest to him, I know what that means now.
Koiz leans over, is like, what does that mean? I don't understand.
You weren't supposed to question it, I don't know.
Wait, but you said that.
Usually people just go, yeah, and then smirk, and then tell me what it means.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
These two have never seen a titty in their life. It's amazing.
God. I mean, it's probably incorrect,
boy.
unfortunately, but
Ay. It's not. It's not like Koiz doesn't want to. Nisana's right there.
So, fuck.
So, anyways,
Um,
after a little bit of
yeah.
more
Now that
discussions at the war
report.
table, go ahead.
No. You go ahead.
After a little bit more discussion at the war table, basically saying, all right, we'll see what the Shadowrunners say. We'll wait for the all clear. The war council is dismissed. You guys are free to leave and meander around the camp.
Oh,
Or you guys can just
Yep.
go to bed and skip to the next day.
nah.
Freaking. Nizana would definitely like want to review all of their like what they've learned, what they have what tools they have available as of this moment.
Hmm.
And like brush up because she's like, just because we've fought beside each other for so long before doesn't mean that we still know how each other fight. It's been years.
Mhm.
So just go over tactics, remember old moves, old code phrases, that kind of thing. And
Will actively
I
mention
would.
the global teleporter that is now me.
Oh, well, that is exceedingly useful,
Hmm.
but you need to be able to visualize it. Damn.
Yeah, I mean, it
Because
makes it easier
if.
to escape and leave, but
Mm,
It's
well,
also a
that is
10-minute
still good.
cast.
it is also 10 minutes.
Hmm. Oh, that's less good. But if we're able to retreat to a reasonably well hidden space, that could still be useful.
Hmm.
Uh, I I would like to roll a. I want to roll a perception check on Poise specifically. Um,
Oh.
during all of this stuff because he's like level 8, right?
Mhm.
So he is going to be a little less practiced than the rest of us, just slightly less skilled. And I don't want to directly ask him why he kept saying 2 years when it's been 3. Um, so I'm just gonna,
Roll it.
yeah.
What does that go up against? I don't remember.
Um, usually it is the other party's passive deception, so 10 plus their deception skill.
Oh, there's nothing there. All right. Well, I mean, you clear it with just the plus, so there's no contest.
That's
Um,
crazy.
Fucking
so
hell,
what are you
okay.
trying to figure out about him?
Specifically, like Nizana is trying to figure out what happened to him because it's different from the rest of us. He hasn't like something happened, like something bad happened. As a result of what went down in Mideko.
So the last time that you saw Koi's, you were handing him to a nurse because his head was like nearly split open because of the explosion, and he was unconscious,
Right.
and you carried him out.
Mm-hmm.
So the last time you saw him,
Mm-hmm.
he was unconscious still. You see, um, his hair is much longer now. He is a little bit, he's very well kept, but he definitely has aged. And has made
Mm-hmm.
no attempts to like hide that. And now that he doesn't wear like long sleeves and things like that, you can see like these weird energy scars that come up from his chest and like creep up his neck and stuff and around him.
Mm-hmm.
Uh of course on his arm he has the tattoo that Beatrice is popped into now. And he does definitely look different. You notice that he's a bit thinner than you remember. Um and definitely because of the leaning on the cane, he's much weaker. Hmm.
Mm. Yeah, you can probably guess just how much time was lost from that head injury. Um, isn't going to comment on it, but I just wanted to, you know,
Is something wrong, Miss Aiyana?
yeah, that's.
Oh, or
Uh,
Nizana. He like corrects himself. As
she,
you've been staring, he's looking back at you now.
yep, right. Uh, she smiles, shakes her head, says, Call me whatever feels comfortable. And like, sorry, I'm trying to think of how she would word this. I was born Nizana. I've been called Aiyana by all of my current family. Both work.
Mhm.
Just but if Tem so much as goes towards opening his lips at that
No,
moment,
no, you're good.
Nizana will slap him. Um, uh, uh, words. She is like, you really have grown a lot. I don't know. I guess I didn't realize how much.
Uh, he smiles at you and says, I hope I haven't changed for the worse.
People don't tend to grow for the worse. Change for the worse, sure, but not grow. Growth is the result of effort and persistence and care and interest. Those things don't lend well to a negative change.
He.
And if
Oh,
there's
sorry.
one word that I could use to describe you, just from what I've been observing today, it's effort.
He, rubs the back of his neck and blushes again, taking a deep breath before saying, You look great, Nizana. It's really good to see you. I mean, I'm not trying to say that you didn't look great before. I just,
Boys, she puts a hand on his shoulder first, um,
oh god.
to like stop him there, uh, and says, "Thank you." Uh, and is going to hug him a lot more gently and warmly than she did before.
Ooh.
Um, and as like she's hugging him, she is going to say, "I'm so glad you made it out alive." Just whispering, like trying not to make a massive scene of it all, but like he very easily could have died that day.
Koi's, kind of stares past her for a few moments before he gently hugs her back and says, Thank you.
Mhm.
I wouldn't have made it out without you.
uh After a few more seconds, pulls away, taps him on the shoulder, and says, um, "The same goes for you." And is gonna go back to running drills and stuff, but like, whew, feelings.
Koi's has to go cool off somewhere.
While they're having their like
Yep.
hug
Mhm.
whisper thing, um, Tem leans into both BunBun and Sylvie, and whispers, "Tem's new to this, but does Kois like Nizana?"
Oh, without question.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tem looks back at them, looks back at the two. Is that something we do something about?
Mm, no, not usually.
Oh.
If it's meant to be, then it will happen on its own.
Agreed.
This wasn't covered in the training.
Training?
Tem then describes
God
to them
damn it.
what like everything Cyril taught him.
Oh my fucking god. And all of the shit that Valentine has told me about Cyril and like how much of a whore he was flashes through my mind. It's like, oh no.
Oh no, the stories are true.
Yeah, you get it now, right?
He's
I
creating a
imagine that
monster.
explanation takes long enough that Nizana is done talking to Koi's and she's like coming back. Yeah, you get it now, right? Now you understand why I was trying to kill him when you came here.
No. I'm sure some of the stuff he said is correct, but don't. Just keep it in your pants.
Keep what in my pants?
Never mind.
Yes.
I'm gonna drink.
Fun? Yeah. Tem feels like he's missing something, but is happy to be included.
That's good, honey. Just drink your milk. Call it day.
Actually, Tem drinks alcohol now.
Oh no.
He's turned into a degenerate.
Like Nizana is imagining a fucking burning cup being pressed to Tem's lips. Like, I need to go punch Cyril again.
It wasn't Cyril's fault.
It's just growing up. Fuck. 3 years.
Oh boy.
Oh my god. Things truly change in 3 years. It's fucked up.
For real.
It really does, doesn't
Alright.
it?
So yeah, if anybody else has something they want to do.
I've started reaching my free run arc where like things are kind of time is slowing down or speeding up for me.
Oh, do they go over like what they learned over the last 3 years as like family bonding exercises?
Why not?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was what Nizana proposed.
Oh, fantastic. Tem tells you he's actually 5 years younger than he is.
Huh?
10,
Oh,
Oh,
10
I was
years.
looking at
It's 10.
10 years. Tem tells you that Dahak kept Tem in time stasis for 10 years.
Huh?
You keep giving me new people to kill.
Don't worry, I trapped the dark dragon, and he points to his tummy.
Huh?
Huh?
Wait, hold on. Pause.
Hold on.
Pause. I have several questions. One, you said 10 years. It's only been 3 years.
No, well, before I came to the Resistance first, I escaped, and then I was kept for 10 years.
Huh? So
So now that you start to think about it, Nizana, you did think it was kind of weird the way that Tem was talking, because the last time he said the last time he saw Cassandra, she was a little kid. She was like an adult by the time that you met her, or not met her, but last heard of her.
Yeah. So she's gonna say that explains so much. Why didn't I think of that? Oh God.
it's not usually something that happens. I'm gonna be real.
I mean, well, yeah, but I knew. I.
I didn't mean to stress you guys out.
It's fine.
You didn't. You're fine. So, I'm sorry. Before I continue this train of thought, you said something about you trapping a dragon.
Oh, yeah, he wanted me to kill Cassandra, so I told him no and threw him in a corner, and then told him he would die off if he didn't accept my new terms. And then he accepted my new terms, and now he lives in Tem.
He lives in you.
I think. I don't really know.
Sylvie begins to chug her drink.
But I know that I don't have to kill every drow anymore.
That
And
was
only the
one of the
ones that-
conditions.
Well, I thought he said many, but he said all, and anyone he seems fit, and I said no.
Well, I'm very glad that you got that sorted out, I suppose.
Holy shit.
Um, Sylvie, could I take a sip of that, please?
Yep. It's the endless one, so you just chug as much as you need.
Yeah. She hands it over. Nizana like hands it back. Okay.
Ooh, okay. So he pulls out a book and begins writing out everything that Tem has said. Because this is going to be important. I can tell already.
It's already over. I've dealt with it.
We'll see. Usually things like that don't go as smooth, but
Well, I mean, it was that
Over
or
doesn't
Cyril was going to
always
kill him.
apply to dragons. Well, okay, then it would be over, I guess. And I mean, he probably very easily could do that. I just, ooh, ugh.
I'm just gonna bookmark this real fast. There we go. Okay.
I'm gonna look over at BunBun. Do you have any fascinating revelations you haven't told us about?
Let's see. I took care of Koiz and Solvo over the first year. I created an arm for Crocky. I heard somewhat of the whereabouts of Sylvie. Um, what else? What else?
Oh, so far that's all good.
We may know who the traitor was.
Oh, that's right.
Nizana's
Aiyana,
eyes
you know
go like,
this. No. Wait. I forgot to
Oh,
cover this in the skip. Nizana.
okay.
When you returned, actually, no, I don't think you do know. I don't think anybody told you. I don't think anybody told anybody else. Never mind, proceed.
Yeah.
It's
When you say that Nizana's eyes, like her pupils, I don't know what the opposite of dilate is scientifically, but they contract. They like get smaller.
Mhm.
As she's like staring at you. Are they dead yet?
I don't know
Yes.
what. Oh, yeah, they are. Okay. Yeah, they are dead.
Good. Proceed. Alright, she gets back to to as peaceful as she was before.
Um, that's really it. I've been in contacts with Binance a little bit. And that's all.
That's
Oh,
good.
that's nice.
Well, yeah. You guys weren't sure if Benyat made it out or not.
Well, we didn't even
That is
see a lot of the citizens.
very nice, actually.
He's in
Yep.
the he's over in the north looking for his sister.
Oh,
Oh.
That's about it for my tales. Looks over to Sylvie.
oh, it's my time.
Oh, Sylvie, what have
So,
you done?
I want to start by saying I'm sorry. I could have visited you guys much sooner. Honestly, immediately after what happened. But I started to actively die in the smoke of that night. And I only really got away because Ginger found me and teleported me away. Um, I tried to convince Ginger to bring me back to you guys, and we argued about it for days. But in the end, Ginger convinced me to stay and keep learning, to make sure I'm strong enough for if something bad happens again, and to join you guys properly.
And then everything bad that could go bad did happen.
Yeah. Let's say then let's say this is then I was brought back to the druids, right? And
So
then that
you were
happened.
taken here. This is where Gingercrest's tree is, her home.
Yeah.
So yes, you were brought back, and then shortly after that is when the Drow Navy attacked.
And so yeah, so I'd explain. I was brought back to Ginger's home, and I can't give you the details of where it is because it's the rules of the place. But Drow Navy did attack there soon after. Um, a very long fight happened. And that one mage from before that really dropped that fireball that blew us all apart from each other showed up. Me and Ginger fought them, and it ended off in more of a draw than anything. In the end, that conflict ruined my eyes for good, and like kind of take off my glasses.
Everybody's a bit blurry to you.
And like yeah, everything is all fucked up. I was like, kind of ruined my eyes for the rest of my life. But these glasses help a little bit, so it's all good. It's definitely better than what happened to her. Because what kind of scar did she get? Because I scarred her bad.
On Gingercrest? Or no,
No.
on Taltha.
Yeah, Talsa.
Taltha, you burned like half her fucking face. And she screamed, "Oh my god, my gorgeous face, what have you done to me?" Then she hit you with that. And then retreated.
Necrotic damage directly into my eyes.
Yeah. It hit you and Ginger, actually. But it affected Ginger differently.
Yeah. And so she definitely didn't walk away unscarred and worse for wear.
I think the necroticness fucked up your eyes. I think it would have just taken Ginger's entire arm. So now she just has like a magic arm.
Yep. She defended me from it a little bit. Or as much as she could, and she took the arm, but some of it still got in my eyes. But after that, I went exploring. I went around and explored magic areas and ruins and stuff like that to search for impressive magical items and spells that could help me out. I found a good amount of stuff, honestly. Found this, and I pull out the staff of elemental power.
Ooh.
And then found this staff of fire greater. That one's good. And along with a few other things, but a lot of it is a lot of it can't really be used right now, at least. Especially not this one. Pulls out the rose. This one is. I'm too scared to give this to anyone else because it might be dangerous.
Probably a good idea.
Lost.
Sounds like we've all had quite the last few years.
The last year,
Oh,
I went and stayed with my dad. I haven't seen him in a while, and he's a goblin. He doesn't. It's not, magically young like me and Ginger are. So he's getting up there in age, and I had to see him at least for a while.
of course.
So now what?
That's really about it. For me, look over towards Nizana. What are you? What happened?
Oh, huh, where to start? First year or so was just me helping Theodis, Cyril, Tem keep the resistance together, even as we were losing ground. Try to push back as much as we could. Once once Garaki came back, Theodis and I had a little bit of breathing room. We went to Caliban, petitioned for assistance from the Snow Elves there. We got lucky. They accepted our petition. That's the whole reason we're this far out on the line today. I'm sure we would still have pushed back significantly, but with the help of the Snow Elf armies, from that point on, it was just work, work, work.
Work, 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 work,
Subterfuge.
work, work. Sorry.
Assassinations, the occasional commanding. I don't think I'm very good at commanding. But we're here. We're alive.
Okay.
Thank the dragon.
Oh yeah. Forgot his dragons over here.
Dragons. What?
They're gods.
Oh yeah. What are we
Yeah.
talking about dragons for? What did I miss?
No, I just said offhand, thank the dragons for I was like, we're all alive. Thank the dragons for that. Just
Yes.
thank God for that. But the dragons, yeah.
Sylvie's like, oh yeah, dragons. I forgot that's how that works for you guys.
Oh, you crazy animal people! You all worship dragons. That's right.
And I got one in my
I ain't
tummy.
no animal person, but it's cool though, right?
Why do you keep saying that it's in your tummy? Why do you
I
do
don't know
this
where.
to me?
Oh, I don't know where else do you. The tummy growls and the dragons growl.
Oh man.
I hate that you're right. I don't want you to talk to me anymore.
You know what? Fair.
All right. Yeah. Woohoo! Reunions.
Oh,
Oh my God. Salty, never speak to me again.
It's up to Vern. However, that's up to Vern. Let's continue.
what's up to Vern? What happened?
So
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Check the
Does
chat
he
at some
ha-
point.
No,
Don't
no,
fucking
he does
say anything.
not. No, he does not.
It's a joke. Yeah, no shit.
No.
Dude.
God, I hate all of you. Die in a fire.
That's
Alright,
headcanon now.
So
Kill yourself.
I don't. If there's anything, I don't have anything else that I wanted to do that same day. Does anybody else have something they wanted to do that same day?
No, a lot of it
I
is.
want everyone to sleep in the same room, like that big sleepover we had on the ship that one time.
You know what? Yeah. I'm so happy.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, cool. That's it. I'm happy.
That would be awesome. Let's go.
So you guys all go get a tent together,
Mm-hmm.
and are we in a cuddle pile again?
Oh, is it a tent or so we're in a tent?
You're all in tents. Yep.
Oh, never mind. Then I'll make my
Oh.
cabin.
You son of a bitch!
Uh,
You have the cabin.
I have the cabin.
This does remind me. Before we go to sleep, Nizana
Yes.
is going to ask Sylvie, do you still have the scroll?
Of calm.
She nods.
Yeah. Sure.
Could I have it back, please?
Yeah, of course. and Sylvie will grab the scroll keeper's case and like tap it on the ground, and a scroll of calm will manifest in her hand. Here you are.
He's gonna take that. Thank you. And
Oops.
Aiyana's gonna go outside. Anybody who wants to follow her, feel free. She's gonna find a tree, and she's going to bury that scroll.
Oh,
What?
What?
This was meant for Honeybee. I I knew she had panic attacks, and I thought maybe it could help in a dire situation. That's why I handed it to you in the first place. I couldn't use it.
I
I
tried to give
could've.
it to her, but she was way too
No.
fast.
I know. I could have reached her, but I couldn't have cast it. You could have cast it, but you couldn't have reached her. There was nothing we could do. Just we're all together again after 3 years. I want her to know that as far as we're concerned, she's here too.
Yeah. We'll end this war, and she'll be able to be peaceful, knowing that her work wasn't for nothing.
Yeah. I'm gonna finish burying that scroll and I'm gonna stand up. We're going to kill my sister in a couple of days. As soon as we have the go ahead, we're infiltrating that estate. And Briarton's not coming out.
Hmm.
This time, that's not going to be my focus. I've made this about cleansing the world of the undead for too long. Too much. I lost too many people. I need to stop worrying about the people that are already dead and focus on the living. I think that's what she would want, anyway.
I agree. I think it's time we finish this.
As one last tribute, I suppose. No, that would give away our location. I'll wait until after. I'll wait until after the mission's done to do that. For now, I'm just gonna head back to the cabin, thank Sylvie, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna hold your hand as we go in, and then join the pile of people sleeping.
Mm-hmm. We dedicate this cuddle pile to Honeybee.
A honeybee. There's a honeybee cuddle pile.
So, Aiyana and Sylvie return. After a few hours of you guys like relaxing in the cabin, there's a little knock at the door. Little tut tut tut.
Mhm. I summon my copy to go and open it.
Koi's is standing there.
Mages.
I had a feeling that this was yours, Miss Sylvie.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the actual Miss Sylvie?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
And since it's just one big fucking room, Koi's could look over and just see a pile of people and Sylvie on the side of the pile, eyes like kind of open, waving.
He stares quietly. Am I interrupting something?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No,
He turns to leave unless you stop him.
now the fake Sylvie grabs him.
Nizana is going to very sleepily say, "Get in the cuddle pile."
Yep.
Face red again as he comes to join all of you.
The copy fucking closes the door, locks it, lowers all light, and then poofs out of existence as we all go to bed.
Oof. You all lay down to rest. And enjoy a night of peace. Once again. Somewhere in another place, around the same time, 3 figures vault over the walls, scurry about, carving marks into stone, leaving behind traces. Not enough for the inhabitants of the place to find, but enough for the people afterwards. Well, sister, I think we've done a fantastic job. You two never cease to amaze me.
Well, it's about as easy as it gets.
Are creepy archers gonna find us again?
Probably not. But if they do, they won't last for long.
I mean, she showed up the last time, like 3 months ago, and the time before that was like 7 months ago. I think she has a crush on me.
That's gotta be it.
I knew you would know.
I think we're done here.
I think we are done here.
But
The night passes, and in the morn, Cyril summons the 5 of you
yeah.
to the war room. Standing in there is Theodos, the 3 birds, Cyril, and a snow elf woman who stands very tall among you. Her head held high and looking very regal. Nizana knows who this is. Sylvie's heard stories of this person. And Cyril knows this person just a little too well.
Oh no.
There they are. This is your strike team? The woman asks.
I've forgotten her name. I feel so terrible for forgetting her name.
General Kokari.
Oh. Really?
One that Cyril slept with? Yeah.
Yep, that's her last name is Kokari.
Okay. Kakari, Karaki, that's interesting.
No relation.
When they enter and Nizana sees her, she's going to give a proper war salute, like soldier salute.
She salutes you back.
General Kokari, it's an honor to see you, or rather, it's an honor to welcome you into the camp,
It's good to see you
and
again.
I'm pleased to see such an esteemed war general.
She
Um,
says, it's good to see you again. There's a fucking bot in the chat!
Kill him.
Nuked from...
a fucking what?
It's dead. I killed them. There's blood everywhere.
Oh, hell yeah.
Anyways,
And
Kakari
yeah,
looks at all of you.
she'll proceed to introduce the rest of her strike team as they were apparently just talking about it. Um,
Oh yeah, how do you
uh,
introduce them?
yeah, as my commander just said, this is our strike team, codenamed Smoke and Mirrors. I
S&M?
gesture
She,
to
looks across to Cyril with an annoyed glare, and he just,
that.
whistles off to the side like, that wasn't mine. It wasn't my idea this time, I swear to God.
That was an unfortunate coincidence.
She looks ready to kill him.
She's like, no, she's like, we named ourselves, and the name is meant to denote what we create and what we use. I myself, as well as I believe at this moment, every member of our team is very skilled in the art of subterfuge and stealth.
Hmm.
I walk by introducing each of them by name. Sylvie, I'm like, uh, I'm so sorry. It was Sylvie. What was her last name?
Coppers.
Yeah,
I like
Sylvie
Kappa.
Coppers, our magic specialist, and one of our two demolitionists. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Tem, she just says, Tem, our second demolitionist and main arsonist. General munitions as well. Points to BunBun, medical officer, and God, we have 3 demolitionists.
3 fucking artillerists.
medical officer, medical officer, general support,
And poison,
and
if you want to go that route.
yeah,
I like her already.
and yeah, supplementary artillery, and Koi's magical support, blacksmith, and highly effective. What's the word? Highly, just highly effective magician as well.
I also
And
have a
of
repertoire
course,
of
you know
curses.
myself. And of course, you know myself and my skill set. I
She
believe
looks
we are more than qualified to open a pathway into
Is my
Abaza.
mic really quiet?
I know that you are talking. I'm sorry. I just get caught up.
Oh, you're fine. I wasn't sure if that was the reason or if my mic was just not working.
I don't know. You sound good.
Yeah, you sound fine. I am hearing the comments and stuff. I'm trying to be professional.
No, you're fine.
Mhm.
Oh fuck, what was I even gonna say? Koiz chimes in with I have a repertoire of curses and I can also do some healing. 2 medics. That's good. You're gonna need it. It's a lot of firepower. They're a stealth team? She looks at Cyril. Cyril just kind of shrugs. They're effective.
Yeah. Yes and no on
We
the
are
stealth.
whatever we need to be in the moment.
Fair
Mhm.
enough. I like adaptiveness. Alright, so here's the goal. As she lays out the map of the fort. It's not a very detailed one, it's a very quickly sketched one. And you guys recognize the handwriting as well as a bunch of little notes. With cute little markings here and there. However which way you choose to enter. the fort is not as fortified as it should be. They seem to be trying to draw their attention to another place. As Cyril like pats Nizanan's to tell her like, you were right.
Yeah.
General Kakari proceeds to explain what you guys will be dealing with. We've got 20-foot high stone walls. There's not a whole lot of places to enter from, but we have intel that suggests that there are captives here, so please keep that in mind. You guys can either choose to go in loud, destroy the place, blow the place sky high, or go in stealth, secure the captives as well as the target, and then shoot off a signal to let us know when we will assault the base with our general forces.
Hmm. Let's see. Let me check. I've got a thing for this. How far can that reach? 50 feet? God damn. Okay. I pull out a little contraption that I attach to my underarm underneath my wrist. That has a little grappling hook on the end, and say, I've got our way in. It'll take a couple of trips to bring everyone up, but provided that we have proper intel and time, we have our entryway. We can go in nice and quiet, try to preserve, protect, and release as many lives as we can while securing the target.
She points to the south side. Here's one of your options. There's an opening in the back that's less guarded. It's where they bring in their supplies from. They probably won't be expecting it from there. You can also take from the front way, the main gates, try to climb the walls or something. You can also attempt to... let's see, I'm looking at the map. There's also, she points to the east side, a few windows here that seem to be also less guarded. She points to like a few couple places, like 1, 2, like 3 places you could try to enter from. So the one on the south side, the one on the north, south, east side, and you could try to go in through the front. You can go in loud or you can go in quiet.
South side is, in my opinion, our best option if we're going to focus on stealth, which, we wouldn't necessarily have to break in a window, and if we leaving, obvious signs that we were present, and we would be able to attract the least amount of attention. What do you all think?
Tem thinks it's the best plan.
I agree.
I second that. Or third, technically.
No, I'm not a person. It's okay.
What?
Shut up.
Nizana just freaking nudges him like hard enough for him to almost fall over.
Right.
I suppose that's our plan then.
Hmm.
Start from the south, go in, locate our secondary objective, and then our main.
We also, she says that the location for the where what would you say? I guess she's the mayor. She's the ruler of, or not ruler, but like she's in charge of. What would that position of power be called if she's just in charge of a town? Governor?
Mayor.
So yeah, the mayor then. The appointed mayor of Byerton is located. She checks the notes. And there's like a cute little scribbling here of how Byerton is in the 3rd floor, east side, in the southeast room. And then there's also a little note there that
Okay.
whoever made this map was very disappointed to know that there is not a secret door here, but there is a different one that leads to the other room.
Oh, wonderful.
They also make a mention of the other room, the northeast room, that there's a really pretty lady here.
Hi. Aiyana just like shakes her head. Please forgive the unnecessary additions. Not all of our soldiers are I don't know what the word is for this.
Somewhere Durari sneezes. Okay, come on. I know you guys already knew it was them.
Yeah.
To Shadowrunners,
I know.
it's so obvious.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I cry.
I'm the one that made the
That's
fucking
why I
game. Of
was
course,
talking
I
about
know.
No, you know.
Now Salty's just like, who are these mysterious
Who are
Shadowrunners?
these
Sounds
guys?
familiar.
Mm-hmm.
I for some reason
They
decided to
sound
RP one of them earlier.
They sound just like they sound just like so hot and like super cool.
Oh yeah, super edgy too.
Oh, definitely edgy, that's for sure.
Alrighty. Well, yeah. I don't think that changes our plan at all. Go in from the south. Probably prioritize the mission. Head to the east from there. Locate our target. Take her out. But if we do want to prioritize the saving of lives, I'm not opposed to that.
I just realized I never put any lights on the field. So I guess it doesn't really
Well,
matter.
we
Fucking
have 40
BunBun has
yeah. My dark vision elixir. That's right.
dark vision elixir that she can just throw out and say,
Yep.
fuck you, darkness. So it doesn't matter.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm not even gonna
Fairness.
bother putting down lights because you're just gonna use darkness, the dark vision potions.
I mean, only for me, I don't have enough money to craft multiple.
By the time that you're where you are, you have the supplies to do that, so everyone can just get one. That way, I don't want to
Right.
do it.
Alright.
I already have dark vision, so I'm
Yeah.
good with that.
Koi's
So
also has
here-
dark vision.
Yeah. Then only need,
I
like,
forget he's not a
2
rat; he's a raccoon.
So here, fucking
He's a raccoon. He's a rat
our
flavored
tokens
as
are
a
on the screen.
raccoon.
Got added to. I have like 3 dark vision elixirs. You want to give those to Nizana and Tem.
Nizana doesn't need it. She has dark vision.
Okay, then
Yeah.
never mind. I just
So it's
have
just
one
Tem.
for Tem.
It's just Tem.
I'm sorry.
You're fine. Tem. It's because it's because of my level. It's a it works for 24 hours. So once you
Exactly.
trigger the mission, we're good.
That's why I was like, I'm not even gonna
Hell
bother.
yeah.
You all have dark vision. There's no point.
Best part, Tem can just
Yep.
blow if he really needs to.
Yeah. right.
True.
Yeah.
We have all our stations covered.
Alrighty then. The 5 of you get ready to set out.
Mhm.
That is No. You probably won't see them before this. Oh yeah, no, Theodos was at the meeting. That's right. Theodos shouldn't have been there. Pretend Theodos wasn't there. He wasn't there. He didn't even talk, so it's fine. He wasn't there.
Nice.
He busy. Uh, Cyril is going to look at the five of you and say, I know it's been a while since you guys have worked together, but he smiles. No amount of time or distance can break the bonds of friendship that you've created. I know that very well. He smiles.
Smiles hasn't talked to anyone in his old party for years.
As far as they know.
Yeah.
He's been masking as the Odoriko for the last, 15 years.
True.
Mhm.
Fucking... The funny thing is Waves has interacted with him without actually knowing it was him.
Oh, really? That's
It's
hilarious.
fucking hilarious. I was so happy. Uh, but he smiles and says, no matter what happens in there, whatever happens over the next few days, just believe in each other. You'll make it out.
Mm.
And Tem.
Hmm?
He gives you a nod and says, be careful.
Tem pauses and then smiles wide and just gives a big nod.
Alright, in that case, let's eat!
Yeah.
You guys have a nice dinner, and then while you guys are having your nice dinner, I want you guys to discuss what is the plan. It is a fort with 20-foot high walls of pure solid stone. This is an actual fort, similar to the one that you
Yep.
guys went to before, but this is better built.
Right.
Question, DM. Did you actually show us the map for the fort?
Nope.
No? Okay. I just want to double
It's
check.
a crude map. Not with a lot of detailed drawings. They're hastily done in the middle of the night, while also being having to sprint about. So all the cute notes were added
Okay.
later.
So
So it's not a... So you can ask me questions on the map, and I will answer them as much as I can. But I'm not going to give you a map.
Gotcha.
all right. We need to actually nail this part down.
Yes.
What do we prioritize? Our main objective or releasing the captives?
I think our
Rel-
main objective.
Releasing captives.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Captives, of
we've
course.
got one vote on either side of that. Doctor?
Captives.
Okay.
Okay.
Captives it is.
Perfect. I'm good with that.
In that case, we'll still need to keep an eye on our primary, air quotes, objective.
Hmm.
Sylvie, I don't suppose you have any spells of clairvoyance, clairaudience?
Not exactly, no.
Okay. Then we'll need to keep track of her the traditional way. Um, I will, as the premier stealth specialist of the group, I will volunteer to locate and survey our primary target. Plus, if she does discover me, she might possibly not kill me immediately. There's the
Hmm.
chance for her to gloat, chance for her to slip up. I am her sister, after all. the rest of you can then locate our the captives and begin a rescue operation. We've made this mistake before, so I want to stress we leave one person with the captives at all times unless we know that they have gotten away, that they are on their way out, that they can take care of themselves, unless we are absolutely certain that they will be safe. If
Right.
we are going to save them, we save them, period.
Right.
Now, for this plan to work, we need a method to communicate across long distances. Do we have that?
I can go with 2 people. Or with 2 groups. I can make a copy of myself, and I can jump between 2 consciousnesses and talk like that, but nothing telepathic on my arsenal, at least.
Tem can send tremors through the ground. It only goes 100 feet, but
Is there a range on your duplicates, Sylvie?
1 mile.
Okay. We used Sylvie's duplicates as our main method of communication, and a secondary fallback would be Tem's tremors.
my tremors can't
And we'll just
help with complex thoughts, but it could be used for 1 tremor means safe, 2 tremors mean danger, 3 mean go loud, or something like that.
exactly. In fact, I think those are very good signals to have ready.
Mhm.
Yeah. This might just be our plan. So, I do want your main body, Sylvie, to be with the rescue group. If things do go wrong, we can't endanger the lives of the captives.
Mm.
Me
That
and
sounds
your
good.
duplicate will move on towards Briarton. Keep an eye on her until we know the captives are safe. At which point, we keep that eye on her until we have the rest of our team ready to strike. That's the ideal scenario.
Mm.
And if things change, if the situation goes wrong, we adapt as necessary.
Great.
Well, as important as it is to save those captives, bolster our forces, bolster morale, our primary objective has been dictated to us. We don't leave this estate without Byerton's head. I don't want to think about abandoning civilians. So I'm not going to. We're going to do all of it. We've done it before, we'll do it again.
Hmm.
Any questions?
Huh? Think I'm ready.
All right. In that case,
Once they leave, like, the presence of the Odorico and, like, the other important people, and it's just the party, Tem has a question for Nizana.
well, you guys are all discussing this like over dinner.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
but
like away
Cyril's
from.
over there, isn't he?
He's at a different table, yeah,
No.
but
Oh, okay, cool. Then he'll just lower his voice.
Mhm.
Do we know which families are going to possibly be there?
Was that mentioned at all in the reports,
What do you mean?
Miss DM? What families are present in that estate or in Abaza? What noble families are notably
Well,
involved?
if I remember correctly, Tem, where did you come from? Erlva, right?
Yep.
Well,
The family that had him were the Torgs, I think their name was. Yeah.
yeah. Well, when you went to Erlva, they had evacuated already, so you know that they're not there. And since Abaza is the closest place, it's safe to assume.
Oh.
You want to look for your friend.
Em looks panicked. Yes, but Tem is nervous that the mistress will still hold power over me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh at your feelings. How you feel is reasonable. It's valid. Your emotions are there for a reason. But Tem, you threw a son.
Tem nods slowly.
You
But-
told you told a primordial, essentially God, to shove it and listen to you and follow your deal. You've saved all of our lives countless times. You are not the same scared child that ran for his life because someone else told him to. I don't believe for a second that you would bend to a drow order. Not anymore.
I haven't gotten over everything. I still use the name she gave me.
I haven't gotten over everything either. Right now, I'm thinking about the fact that I'm, in all likelihood, going to shove a silver dagger into my blood sister's heart. And no matter how much I try to tell myself that it's not going to be her, it's the monster that took her place. I'm going to be setting her free. I know that's not how she's going to feel about it. I'm not saying that it's going to be easy. I'm saying that we're going to win.
He gives a slow nod.
And as for finding your friend, we're already setting a bunch of other captives free. If she wants to leave, we can help her.
like we did with Marina, Koi says.
Exactly. Only Salvo's not here to flirt with her.
He's probably flirting with her as we speak, actually.
Probably.
Like, let's be honest.
But he's not
Who
here
else would she
to do
have
it.
gone with?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
God help
But at
her.
least we don't have to listen to it.
God help her, indeed. It's fine. She'll get to adopt a bunch of kids.
Yeah, there's 6 of
God.
them, so
No, fun.
Anyways, so with the plan laid out, you all get some rest. Now the question is, do you go in the day or at night?
I
Oh,
assume
night.
the cover of night.
Alrighty.
It wouldn't make
Oh, I
much
guess it
of a
doesn't matter.
difference.
It doesn't matter.
Drow have dark vision,
Yeah.
but
So do we.
not all of there's the chance that not all of the guards would be Drow.
Mhm.
Do Drow use Tagul as guards?
No.
Okay, then I guess they would all be Drow.
But even dark vision is somewhat limiting. You don't see a lot of
Yeah.
colors.
Yeah. You see
Yeah.
everything in
That
black
is
and
true.
white.
Everything's in black and white. Unless you have greater dark vision, which you can see blood, but
I can see blood.
we know you can see blood, you fucking freak.
That's not even because I have greater dark vision. I just have an item that does that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So cover of night. Let's do it.
Under the cover of night, you guys approach from the east side or the south side, I assume. Which one?
South side.
Yep.
You approach from the south
No
side.
windows. Yeah.
We're going to be cutting soon, but I just want you guys to be on the map and get to see everything. We got a BunBun. We got an Nizana. We got a Sylvie. Did it not update your fucking token? I'm going to kill.
No, the tokens.
I had to recraft my my potions
Excuse
because
me.
I realized we were fighting a vampire, so I needed to grab some bottled sunlight.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. You guys know for a fact Byerton is a vampire.
Yep.
Yep.
Bitch alive with sun.
Just throw the sun at her. It's fine.
I didn't
It's a
know
large
that.
explosion, but I got this.
It sucks that all
Resistant,
my
yeah.
upgraded bombs are all at level 12, so like it's we're never gonna reach level 12.
But
Yeah.
So at night,
Hey, sister, praise the sun.
praise the sun.
Throw a sunny deep bottle at her head.
Oh yeah, come to think of it, in daylight she would be more confined. Like if we run her out into the sunlight, she's fucked.
Mhm.
I don't
Do we want
think
to
that's
change
a
when we're going in?
thing.
Vampires?
So
It should be.
They have probably sunlight
Or-
sensitivity.
Yeah.
Vampire vulnerabilities. Compulsion, revulsion.
Like, if bottled sunlight will have an effect on her, actual sunlight will have an effect on her.
Yeah, because they take.
He gets
she take.
slowed, but that's it.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because bottled sunlight is here. I'll post it. It does ideal max damage on vampires and undead.
That's so gross.
Oh,
I love
okay.
that thing.
Sunlight. Actually, I can't read this to you because you wouldn't know.
Yeah. I mean, I have vampire lore. Can I roll on that?
You can roll on that.
All right.
I'll roll good. Let's go. Let's go.
Crit.
Roll
Not
bad,
for
roll bad,
funny.
roll bad, roll bad, roll bad, roll bad. Man, you don't know shit.
Why do you? Man, fuck you. This is my life's work. This is what I do.
Reroll
I
that
know.
shit. You gotta
That's
hear
why
what
it's
you're
so
Wow.
sad.
That life
I
work went down the
do.
toilet
I
real quick.
do have a hero point. Can I use a hero
Roll it.
point?
You may roll it.
You
Okay.
don't know shit.
Here you go. Now you know a little bit. You do know they have an aversion to the sun, but to what extent you're not entirely sure as you've not witnessed it firsthand.
Okay.
Mm.
So we can either go in the day where subsidiary objectives might be more difficult because it's daytime and everybody's awake, or we can go in under the cover of night but Byerton will have a lot more freedom of mobility.
Like, just like let's be clear. Like, as a drow, you know for a fact that your culture is not nocturnal. They will be asleep or mostly asleep, and it'd be
I know.
easier to get in at night.
Mm-hmm.
I know. But also, we don't have the sun as a weapon. I'm just being clear on that. So are we
Okay.
still going at night?
I would still go at night because it's calmer.
Go
And
Yeah.
most people are asleep or not paying as much attention because they've been up all day and they're tired.
All right. Cover of night.
Here we go.
So I lowered the lighting on here. Just let me know if you guys can still see or not. Oh yeah, you guys can still see.
Loading in, loading in.
Just gonna apply
Oh,
the dark vision elixir on BunBun. Oh. Okay, wait.
Perfect.
If I hit use, will it apply the buff to me or no?
Yes.
Give me a second. I'll find out real quick.
Okay.
It does not.
Okay, cool. Thanks. I'll do this, and then I'll drag that onto myself.
I was wrong.
I think it explodes it from your inventory, but
Yep, it just nukes it from your inventory. So,
All right, then now I can hit use on it.
so yeah, it's 24 hours, so you don't have to worry about it for the rest of the mission.
unless this
So-
takes 25 hours.
Yeah.
So we're about to cut away because we're running out of time. This went the exact pacing that I thought we would be at. So as you guys carefully approach, moving just past this river to your left, you guys creep up behind the fort. From inside, from atop the parapet, you see a drow soldier walking back and forth, yawning and looking out off to the, I don't know if you can see my ping, looking off that way.
Gotcha.
You also very, very, very faintly hear music being played somewhere inside the fort. So I can either cut now, we can wrap this up now, or I can let you guys start moving, and then we'll cut away in like 14 minutes.
Mm.
I would rather cut now, to be honest.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, makes more sense.
All right. Then in that case, I will wrap it up with a cute little speech, a nice little bow. The five of you arrive just outside. You hear the music. Koi's takes a nice deep breath and leans off his cane and picks it up, holding it in his hand, summoning Beatrice to his left. Well, I guess it's time to get serious. Are we ready?
Ready to head on in.
His little raccoon tail wiggles behind him and he says, "No matter what, we'll stay together. Everything will be okay." He's gonna smile at you, Nizana, because he knows you're nervous right now.
Yeah. Together.
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 And so we will begin the invasion tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Excuse me. Oh, not tomorrow.
I fucking wish. I wish.
I wish. Next
Damn.
week. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for playing. So glad that everything has gone exactly as I expected. And I'm excited for you guys to slaughter actual vampires next week. I know
Fucking time!
Nizana's been wanting to do this for the entire game. You've killed one vampire, to be
I-
fair.
Yes, one.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.
Oh my god. Can I
Ooh.
get anything to work correctly? Woo!
Nope.